Hello and welcome. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to all of you sailors and sailing fans sitting around the world. Welcome to a special edition of the Winner Clinic 2026. My name is Bjørn-Lüthi, and in studio today I have a special guest star with me. Please introduce yourself a little bit.
Yeah, well, my name is Stefan. I'm the head coach here at Winner Clinic this year. And yeah, now we're gonna cast some play eSailing for the Optimist. Try to get all the kids to enjoy playing on land as well. Today we had basically no wind at all, so this is a really great way of getting the kids on the water and thinking about the course.
Yeah, and when we're saying the kids, there were 72 people when they started doing this regatta, and they are from 10 nations. And today we have 10 people in the final. You can see they're already here behind, and that's what we are going to do. We are going to see a little bit about that. But before we're getting ready for race number one, we'll just have a small commercial about what all this is about, because this game is also part of the Danish Championship, and we might see some of you sailors, or maybe yourself, at the Danish Championship in Herning. So. And we are getting ready here for race number one. And we're going to, of course, sailing the Opti on an Opti course. We are an Opti can, because Winner Optimist is the home of the Optis, we have to say it. And what do you think we're going to see today, Stefan?
I know that a lot of these kids spend way too much time on their phones, and they've been practicing a lot for this, and they have they really have an opportunity here to show their skill. We had no wind today for the race course, so they're for sure hungry to go out there. I think a lot of the kids are very aggressive, so they're probably going to go for some penalties and stuff. They love team racing as well. They're very aggressive.
But it's going to be very interesting, because these sailors are not here for fun. They are here to learn how to sail, doing the tactics, the strategies on the water. But here they're really going to show it, because here they're not going to do the skills with dragging the wires, easing the sails and all that. Here it's all about tactics and strategy. To all of you that's new to this one, this is Play eSailing. It's a game, a virtual sailing game, where we actually have the Opti in there. You can see different racing boats here. Aalborg Yacht Club, we have the winner skin, of course, that you can have in the game, as the clinic here. And then they're sailing with the real polars, but not the current in the water, but the polars and the wind strategy and tactics. And they're going for the start. And if you guide us a little bit through, because here we have a person getting, you can see an alarm above the boat. What does that mean?
Yeah, so you can get different penalties as you're sailing. We are moving in closer to the start, and it's very close proximity. And as they move closer to each other, you can acquire some penalties, which means that you have to take either a one-spin turn or a two-spin turn. Because these are two-spin turns. We see a boat right here for the start, going up for the line, going over the line even.
False start. I think we have some false start in there, but let's just see that when we're coming to the side. But 5, 4, 6 penalties in total, and people are cheering. But here we have the leading boat. That's Hjalmar. He's from Germany, but he had a penalty. And here we see the spin, and then he loses that position straight away. But we have a split situation in this here. Some of the boats going to the left, some of the boats going to the right. What is all this sailing about here? Because why that?
I mean, it's all about finding the right winds. The wind is never going to be straight on the course. That's the great part about sailing. The wind is changing like crazy. So maybe right now we see the front of the fleet heading towards the left. So maybe they found a left shift out there that can help them make the path to the top mark shorter than the guys going on the right side.
Oh, we have a challenge here. Oh, penalty coming in. A Rule 10 applied in this case. And a Rule 10, if I'm a non-sailor, what's a Rule 10?
Well, you need right away when you're out in the water. It's not like you're on the road. So kit sailing on starboard tack, meaning that you sit in the right side of the boat. The wind is coming from the right side of the boat, means you're on starboard tack. You have right of way. So when you meet a port tack boat, he needs to give way, and if he doesn't move out of the way, another close situation here. If he doesn't move out of the way, we saw a perfect example of them following the rules here. And he's not going to get a penalty.
And then they will claim it for us. Here we can see the fleet is approaching the first top mark. It is the Opti world course. It means they're going to a top mark here, rounding that, then going for an offset mark, going down to a gate mark, and then up towards the finish line. The fleet is coming in, another penalty coming in there. It looks like a Rule 13 applied. He tacked in front of the other boat. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to sail into other boats. Yes, you can luff into them and use rules. Let's see the mark rounding coming in. It's in the lead. We have Benjamin in the lead. Second place is Sandra. He's from Norway. Third place, Krilla. Then we have Aki coming in and Asger. Really close race. And then you can see now they're racing downwind. And we have something called a dagger board they're putting up. What's a dagger board?
Yeah, so we have a centerboard. It's much like a keel on a bigger boat. It makes the boat go forward as you're trying to sail against the wind. But as we start sailing with the wind, we don't need the centerboard into the water. It's just creating a lot of drag, making the boat slower. So the sailors on the water will pull it out of the water, and it's going to make the boat go faster. And it's much the same here in the game. We can see those that pulled up the board. These are pretty skilled sailors, so they're all going to do it, and they start going faster.
Yeah, you can just see a small battle here. It's Asger. He's challenging Højland there. And Højland, he's a little bit in trouble. He's actually one of the adults in this race. It's one of the dads that qualified to the finals. And he's getting beaten a little bit, trying to do a Rule 11. Rule 11, that's when you're overlapped. What does that mean then?
Yeah, that can be a really confusing rule, especially going downwind. So if both boats are on the same tack, for example, starboard tack, as I mentioned before, you still need someone that has right of way. And whoever is closer to the wind has an easier time moving the boat, so they need to move out of the way.
So here we actually have a classic example. Oh, he's coming out. Oh, going in a little bit in panic. He would just keep the distance there. Then he will get a Rule 10 on him. Starboard port tack. You can see Rule 10 might apply, and now it's a Rule 11. It's all about that wind. They're really fighting for it, claiming mark room, rounding the first gate. In the lead, it's Sandra. He's and Benjamin.
Oh, another penalty.
Oh, that's a Rule 31. You're not allowed to hit the marks. Such a costly one there. Sandra, he's dropping to third with that penalty. Another penalty in the opposite side given to Højland. And I'm just saying, let's call it penalty coming out. Another one just coming in. And that's so costly when they're doing it. Aki, you know Aki quite well. Asger is called. You know, that's not Asger, that's Aki over here. Some of these sailors you've been coaching all day. So when you're seeing them playing a game like this, what do you see of their aggressive sailing? Have they learned something, or are they just sailing?
I mean, as a coach, I can for sure, even though we're watching them on like in a game, I can still kind of tell which sailor's which, because some of them are aggressive, how many tacks they do, and if they prefer to sail their own way, trying to find a nice strategy, play the wind, or if they're trying to play the fleet and sail more on the opponent. You can for sure tell who's who out here.
Who's who. In the lead, it's Benjamin. He's in the lead. Second place is right now Kriller. And then we have Sandra. He's from Norway. He's in third. Asger from Denmark in fourth and fifth. Aki coming in. I'm a little bit interesting. Højland, the adult, is getting beaten a little bit. But I can say to you, people think gaming is for kids. But those playing eSailing the most are adults, plus 35. It's a fight for that finish line. And you can see they're coming in here. Oh, you see this battle. What's this all about here?
So he's really trying to use the rules here. They're really close. You can't just tack and hit someone. So he's going really close to him, stopping him from tacking, and he won't be able to finish. Yeah. Now he makes a close tack, and he's going to close in on the finish line.
That's a great defense of that. A victory for Benjamin. Crowd goes wild. Second place goes to Kriller, just in front of Sandra from Norway. And then it's all about, it's a drag race to that finish line. We have Asger is coming in. It looks like he takes fourth. Aki goes in fifth. And then you can see a small battle over here. There might be a penalty. Oh, just avoiding that. And then he loses that momentum. That can be costly. That's Hjalmar from Germany. Just managed to go in.
And he gets a penalty.
Yeah, and he didn't cross the finish line. So unlucky for Hjalmar. He needs to take the penalty before he can finish the race. And he needs to go all the way around. So dropping from sixth to last position. penalty. You can't finish the race before you need to go back. That's the rules.
Very classic Opti sailing. We see the same on the water. The kids, they get so focused. They focus on one boat, get a penalty, and they drop down like 5 boats.
5 boats. Here we can just see how close it is. 3 seconds in between. And I'm a little bit impressed. 5 minutes and 18 seconds. Normally we say a race course like this takes around 6 minutes, but that's really, really cool. It's a great racing by them. But what's more interesting here, now I have a coach in studio. Hjalmar is getting 10th, Siggaard is getting 9th, but here we can see the distance they're sailing and number of maneuvers. A maneuver is every time they cross 0 and 180 degrees against the wind. And the winner, great start, great average speed, actually sailing the fastest in the fleet, sailing not the shortest distance, but maneuvering quite sometimes.
Yeah, he did a lot of tacks, but he's keeping a high average speed. I think from what I saw from Benjamin, he gets ahead of the fleet. And once you're ahead of the fleet, you can kind of stay on top of them. You can play the shorter distance. You go fast. You don't have a lot of penalties. Once you're further back into the fleet, you have a lot more boat-to-boat situations, no free choice. Sometimes you have to tag, and it's going to slow you down in the long run.
It's going to slow you down, and just watch all the players there discussing the rules, fighting against each other. But that's also great. The scoreboard is coming up. What we're going to do is we're going to race what is called a low point system. But to you out there, if you want to play, you can choose your skin in here. And of course, you need to choose a winner skin for the Opti if you are sailing Opti fleet. But we are getting ready to create race number 2. And before doing that, we're just going to see the sailors a little bit over there. Give them a wave. People are watching out there. And then we're getting ready. And it's again the Opti we're going with. And 4 races, Stefan. That means that even if you lost this race, you still have a chance to come back in the race with no problem.
Do we have a discard at 4 races, or?
Yeah, 4th race with no discard.
No discard. 4 races, no discard.
And
okay.
the last race is a middle race.
Okay, so every race matters when they go out there, and the sailors for sure know this as well.
And the sailors can join race number 2 now. So they're getting ready. You can see it come. Yeah, so it's all about focus, focus, focus. But double points already after 4 races.
Yeah.
That can be costly.
It can be really costly. For sure, you need to send it as well in some of these races if you want to go for gold. But sailing is still about a marathon, so having a nice average place can really bring you into the finals, and then you can start pushing.
And then you can start pushing. Just see here the sailors, how focused they are. Yes, they are playing computer, they are playing virtual sailing, but for them, it's life or death when you're looking over there. So they're doing it good. So while coming in there, while they're getting ready for that start, then let's just see the sail ranks we are putting up. So 2 seconds, we will just have the scoreboard with us. There we have it coming with us there. And the scoreboard is showing low point system, meaning if you win, you're getting 1 point, and if you're losing, you're getting 10 points. And double points in the last race can give you 20 points. So coming from winner to last, you can be a loser, not a winner.
It's for sure really expensive, and I think we're going to see them try to get good average points going into the finals, and then for the finals, they're gonna really push.
So one word we have for all the sailors is consistency, consistency, consistency. 30 seconds to start, a lot of penalties, but in the Opti it doesn't mean that much. 3 seconds penalty, that's what it takes to turn around in the water. And now your coach, I hear tales about that they literally just use their body and then they spin that boat around very fast. Is that correct?
Yeah, it can be pretty correct. They can steer the boat a lot by just using the heel and using their body to move around. It kind of become acrobatics at the end.
Just see, they are Opti sailors placing themselves at the starting line. There are some false start and a lot of penalty. There is penalty galore there, and there are 2-3 false start. That means that already from the start, we are going to see a split in the fleet. Just see how they're splitting out. That means we have one sailor over here. He's Kriller. It looks like he's in the lead, but he's actually in a very bad position. Why that?
Yeah, he's going to have a bad time tacking in again. He's going to get pushed all the way out to what we call the ley line. So right now, if he tacks over, he's going to be on port tack, and all the starboard boats are just going to yell at him. He's going to get a penalty if he continues. So they're going to force him all the way out to the side, and then once he tacks, he's going to have some bad wind all the way up to the top mark.
Oh, and there he just used the rule. Rule 11 applies. Ferdinand got that rule penalty, not being aware. That's a little bit swords and shields coming in. That's how it is. And now they tack to the opposite side. But I'm a little bit curious with the fleet in the opposite side. They made a split. Are they finding wind? Are they coming faster towards that top mark, or what's happening?
I mean, it's always really difficult to tell until they actually meet in the middle. But right now it looks like the left sides are crossing. That means that they go in front of the boats coming over from starboard side. But the starboard boats, they do have right of way, so the port tack boats have to move out of the way.
Oi! There we just see it. Another rule 10 applying there. He just tacked up in him, and then he got caught in starboard port tack.
He was for sure focused on that port boat trying to give him a penalty, and then when he tacked out to catch some free wind, he got himself into a bad situation. But now we see a lot of boats finishing the race on the port tack.
Yeah.
So Benjamin here in the front, he's going to be starboard tack, and all the port boats, they're going to have to go behind him because he has right away. It's an early tack here. He's going to have a hard time reaching for the mark.
Let's see here. Yeah, he needs to correct the boat. Yeah, that's going to slow him down because angles, the boats have no engines, so they're using the wind.
Oh,
so
here come the penalties. Massive penalties.
So all of them approaching the same time. Great call. Benji first, rounding that mark. You can see that dagger board, that middle board going up there. And now we have maybe mark room rule 11 or rule 18 coming in there, just giving him that one. And that mark room, that's also a difficult thing to explain.
Yeah, so whoever is closest to the mark or enters the zone first has right away. Even more penalties coming in here. The entire back of the fleet. Very typical optimist sailing. Very close fleet. Everyone being optimistic. There are still children, so they think they can do anything in the world. They come in and they get punished.
And then they get punished, and that's really killing them. And that's giving the leader all the chance just to race away. So Benjamin, he might win this race if he's not hitting that mark. And then Aki also. But rest of the fleet, they're fighting for all the points. It's consistency. It's the points in the end that's counting. So small battles coming in here. Here we have a classic example, Speedy. She's on the outside. She's one of the female players, and she can be pushed. Rule 11 and Rule 18 will push her out. But then the guys, they're fast tagging down, not using that rule to push her away.
Yeah, they could for sure use the rules more to move them out. Right now, because the fleet is so compacted, it's easy to get caught up in the rules, try to punish your opponents. But often here, it's better to just break away, let your friends fight it out. You're finding some clear wind, and you can just take the direct path down to the mark.
Yeah. And then you're going down, another penalty coming in here. That's behind, that's Højland. I have to say that that's also learning how to race against the players. One of the coaches is with us. He's called Gustav in the race, and that's Kriller coming in there. And he's also getting beaten. So you must be very happy about your sailors. They're beating up the coaches and the adults here today.
I mean, the kids are just spending all their time on it. They don't do school, they don't do anything because they just love sailing, and this is part of it and part of what they love. And I think many of the children, many of the coaches think that they're still the best, that they know better, but the truth is the new generation kids, they're just always going to be better. They push it, it becomes better every single year.
Yeah, and all the time. And we have a split here at the gate, they're splitting. And this gate can mean a lot. Because sometimes there's something called a bias. The wind is changing out there, and the marks are placed. So how much does a gate rounding this right side of the gate mean for you in a race like this?
I mean, we don't have paint. It's not like you go inside and you play handball. We don't have paint out there in the field. We have guys throwing down the marks. Sometimes it's a little bit crooked. Sometimes it's straight, but then the wind changes and it becomes crooked, right? Yeah. So it can mean 0 meters. It can mean 100 meters sometimes. Even if it gets crowded, you get covered, you get dirty wind. You're going to be moving slow. And
then you're going to move slow. And if also they forget to take that dagger board, that's the middle board you see there, down again, then they will slow down upwind. We are following these 3 boats up here. It's Isaac, it's Hjalmar, and it's Asger. And they're here on the right-hand side of the course, and you can see one of them doing an early tag in, because it's like they're not getting any wind. They need to go to the finish line up there. So they're far, far away, taking a chance. Small battle. Oh!
Penalty.
Rule 10 penalty. You can almost hear the crowd saying, oh! for that one. The leaders are a little bit closer, some of them keeping themselves in the middle of the race course. So it's not always a good thing to go to the right and the left side.
No, sometimes you want to cover the fleet, and as you said earlier, when the fleet is splitting up, do you go right or do you cover the left side? It's really, really difficult, so you kind of try to position yourself in the middle. What's really important here is that if you end up in the middle, you cover no one. So you need to choose the side that's best and then only cover those sailors.
Yeah, and here we can see Benjamin coming in first, doing what a race for him. And the crowd goes wild for that. And then Aki is coming in second. It looks like he's coming in there with the tuna fish, going in that second position. And now it's going to be close. Penalty too. That's too speedy. She needs to take the penalty before she can finish. Another penalty coming in. So they need to take that. That's Hjalmar again from Germany. Again a penalty at the finish line. So costly. Losing 2-3 positions on that one.
Yeah, you can really tell whenever they're on the race course, they're thinking more about strategy. And but as soon as we get to any kind of mark roundings or finish line, it's all about the tactics, boat-to-boat situations, and that's when it really gets sticky.
Sticky. And when we look at the results, this time a little bit slower racing, also a little bit more aggressive racing. They're really attacking each other. We also changed the wind a little bit. But looking into Benjamin first, Aki second, Sandra from Norway third, Isaac fourth, Kriller, that's the coach, fifth, Ferdinand 6, Speedy with a female competitor that qualified for the final 7, Hjalmar, Asger, and then the dad. Hoi, Højland, he's getting killed today.
Absolutely murdered, but I mean, to me, that makes total sense. These kids are absolutely amazing at what they do, and they just showed it.
And just see the number of penalties. Penalty, penalty, penalty. Nobody is going free from it. That's a very close race. With that said, we are getting ready to see the overall score in a few seconds of this regatta. But before doing that, if you like what you're seeing, you can go and follow Play eSailing and see much more what we're doing. The future of eSailing is here, and you can be part of the game. Join our Patreon, make a monthly subscription or one-time support. Oh, it looks like a good start. We have a 4-stop, but we have a penalty to Luka Koslovic. As a supporter, you get exclusive access to updates and insights in the game development. Oi, Joseph, no! Rule 13! Together, we are sharing our love for sailing. Play eSailing. Link in the digital and the physical sport. And we're getting ready to see the overall results. It's coming up here. The update is coming in. And you can just see how it's going with them here. Benjamin, 2 victories. Great start for him, 2 points. Sandra, 6 points. Aki, 7. Gustav, 7. Asger coming in. Ferdinand, Isaac, Speedy, Højland, and then Hjalmar. Hjalmar has been hit about those penalties at that finish line. They can join the race tree, all of the players. We're getting ready to coming in. And let's just see them over there. They are so focused. You can just see there, they're coming in. And they are getting ready. 10 players in there. One person have to start. You press start. One of the guys have taken the starting line. The race has started. 10 players ready to race. And that means that our spectator view of the referee is not in there. That's how it is. He will come in. He will get the result here from the top screen afterwards. So, 1 minute to the start. And what we like here is we are in Kiel. Olympic waters of Kielervåge. This is Silksea we have behind us. It's actually Olympic Sports Center. A lot of sport is happening there, and we're coming there a lot. And they're applying for the Olympics in 2036, I think so.
That would be a great venue. It's a great place to sail because they still have the old Olympic facilities. We love going there every single year. Very professional racing as well. Yeah. Right now we have some light conditions. It means that the penalties are going to take a lot longer to do. So hopefully I see my sailors adjust a bit and not go as aggressive, because if you get a penalty now, it's going to take a lot longer time. And if you get on the wrong side of the course, it's going to take a long time getting to the right side of the course.
And then it will take a longer time. 28 seconds coming in. You can just see how slow the boats are. There's only 9 kts of wind speed when the average speed is here. And it's mixing a little bit up and down. The wind engine is doing a push where the wind is changing between 30 to 5 degrees in the wind speed and the wind angle. So all about how to react for this. You can just see they're all clumped together. A lot of penalties, 5 seconds to start. Who will survive this one? It's a massacre.
Early guns as well here.
Yeah. 2 false start, 3 false start. They need to go back to that starting line. Such a costly one. That means Asger and Højland has the best start. See, Højland, he's all by himself. That might be a good thing for him. He's just racing away now. But he's in a bad position with these low conditions.
Yeah, it's a very short starting line, very compressed field, so he really needs some speed or he's never going to be able to tag. Right now, he's probably hoping for some kind of header so the fleet will tag so he can tag on top of them and gain that momentum.
Oh, too early, Asger. I think he tagged too early. Not aggressive enough, not defending his position there.
I mean, sometimes breaking away, catching some free wind can be pretty good. But yeah, you're going away from the fleet. So if the left side is working, he's going to be behind all of them.
Yeah, you can just see the players there. They're so focused, racing over there, ready for doing it. And there we come. Will he survive? It's going!
And we get a penalty.
Rule 10 applies. He got that penalty there in this race 3. And see how slow, very bad wind conditions is killing him in this case. So from a lead to almost last.
I mean, it's a very short upwind, so going on the left side is always going to be a risk because those boats coming from the right side of the course, they have the right of way. So when you go on the left side, you always take the risk of not being able to cross in front of the right of way boats.
Here we have from Norway, we have Center. According to the scoreboard, he's 6 right now. But he's in a good position. This chess game we're coming in, starboard, port tack, right side, left side. He's actually in front of the fleet because he has the right of way.
Yeah, and it's also quite normal to sail on a header in the start of the course to get to the correct side of the course. And then once you're out there, then you're going to start gaining those meters as you start sailing on lifts all the way up.
And you can see light wind conditions, 2.2 kts of wind speed. It's a little bit like practice yesterday where you got hit by that. Oh, early tack again, trying to defend his position. When you're in the lead, what's the best thing you can do to keep the lead?
You try to cover the fleet, and honestly, we try to teach the kids not to think about getting first place. You just need to secure top 5. Obviously here, this is quite a small fleet, so you want to try to secure top 3. So you cover as much as the fleet as possible. But if someone is running far away, then you just let them go.
Yeah, and another penalty in the opposite side. It's giving to Hjalmar from Germany. He has a hard time and a penalty in the middle. Asger getting that one. It looked like it was a Rule 13 that applied. He was too slow in that tag, giving him that penalty. But just see here, every time they move, every time they do maneuvering, 1 kts of speed. So you need to keep that boat steady.
Yeah, it takes a long time to accelerate, and for sure this time we're going to see the same as the last time. We have some starboard boats coming up now from the ley line. The port boats are going to try to find some holes that they can thread the needle and get through.
Oh yeah, and this guy, Sandra, he's from Norway. He might be delivering and might come around first. Luckily for him, rest of the fleet is also slow, so he survives, but just see the battle coming in. There might be a Rule 12. Rule 12 if you're sailing into the others from behind. But see here. Oh, Mark Room coming in. Benjamin, he just managed to go in. And then we have Isaac with a penalty. Rule 11 applied. And another Rule 11 coming in here. Just found that small spot.
Beautifully done. It's all about finding the hole and getting through it. Soon we're moving to Garda as well, and you're not going to be able to do that, but sometimes you get lucky and you find a hole.
Yeah, you can see coaches, that's Kriller up there. He's in the middle. You can just see he's placed also in the middle of the fleet. 5th position, having a hard time. And you can also see over there coming up and looking at it. But let's see rest of the fleet. They're going in here. 3 boats in the lead. They need to take care of the mark rounding. Sandra. It's Ferdinand, it's Aki, and then Benjamin coming behind. And there's something called a Rule 11 and a mark room they need to take care of when they're coming to this mark. Let's see here.
Yeah, so inside boat has right of way, so sometimes you want to go in, go slow, and push the opponents to the outside. But it all depends on what they want to do in this outwind. You can take the inside lane. We see the leading boat here taking the inside lane, and boat in the 2nd position is taking the outside lane.
Yeah, and now we will see here.
Starboard.
That's a good one here. Rule 11. He's trying to push. Sandra lost that lead to Ferdinand, but he's in a good position.
He is in a very good position.
Here.
Yeah, so it looks like most of the fleet is also splitting to both sides. So
Ferdinand out of the game. Let's see what happens. This is swords and shields.
Moving towards the left side. If he gets a header, he can tack back in front of him. But right now, the rightmost boat is having quite...
Taking over that lead and pressing them down.
For sure, right now he could also dock a little bit lower, try to stop Ferdinand from having.
Needs to go to the left-hand side now. He needs to push it all the way because we have seen that penalty in front of the starting line will be so costly. That's also why Benjamin just nice and slow takes it in. But we're following this boat. It's too late. He's tagging in. The leaders have everything with them. You can just see it here. He cannot hit them in this case.
No, he almost caught up, and that's one of the worst parts about sailing. It doesn't matter if he gained 50, 100 meters. If you don't pass that person, it will not count on the scoreboard. He's still going to get a third place.
Yeah, but it's going to be a drag race, or we can't call it a drag race. It's all about who finds that finish line first. And it's going to be very close. Let's just see it from top. It's going to be very, very close. Oi, we can't call it. But Ferdinand, he's getting it from the computer. Such a close one. Sandra in second, Aggie in third. Let's just keep it in this view. Then we can see Gustav in fourth. Benjamin looks like he's taking fifth. And then Asger coming in. Let's go down here and see it again. Just see how close that racing was. Such a close racing for them.
I mean, it is all about just touching the finish line first. So placing a tag on the finish line really closes some distance in the last second, and he takes it.
Yeah. And then we have Benjamin in fifth, Asger in sixth, Hjalmar. Oh, it's going to be one of them again. Hjalmar this time not taking the penalty, getting 7, Speedy 8. Isaac, no, that's Højland 9, and Isaac getting in 10th. And in this race, Højland, he was actually the leader from the start.
Yeah, you can't tell from my position, but I was trying to find his eyes and smile at him because I just love the fact that all the children, even his own son, is just kicking his ass right now.
That's good, and that's coming in. Let's see the score here. We're just giving time. Ferdinand first, Sandra second, and see 0.12 seconds in between the two boats. You couldn't call that in real sailing.
No, that's really close, and that's just part of sailing out there. It's so dirty, everything is moving around, it's so crooked, and you just need to make some calls out there. That would have been really difficult to call.
And then we have Benjamin, Asger, Hjalmar. And let's see some of the stats, because very low wind. And I'm a little interesting, because with such a low wind, it's all about maneuvers. Doing as minimum maneuvers as penalty. But see, Ferdinand, 4 penalties and still winning.
Yeah, he got 4 penalties. I don't quite remember.
2 in the race and 2 before the start. I was observing on that. And a terrible start. But he sailed way shorter than the rest of the fleet.
Yeah, you see that quite often in light winds, that even with a bad start, you get a lot of wind shifts as well, and it's all about that boat speed, so you can really recover if you go the opposite side of the fleet. We also saw Sandra near the finish line. He decided to place most of his tags, and that cost a lot of meters in the end.
And that cost a lot of meters in the end. Let's go to the sail ranks. Let's see the scoring. It's coming in before we are going in to the overall score here. Benjamin with 7, Sandra with 8, Aggie with 10, Gustav 11, Ferdinand 14, Asger 19. Medal race double points. So literally all of them can still win it.
Yeah, the medal race makes it really, really interesting. Usually in sailing, it depends on the format if we have it or not, but it's all about strategizing when you want to go all in and when you want to run for the marathon. We've seen it in many races, especially for the Olympics. It's all about doing a marathon, keeping it safe, just coming into the medal race with good points, and then as soon as we get to the actual medal race, then you start seeing sailors pushing. So yeah, for sure, the game is still all open, and it's all about the medal race now.
And we need to remember where we are. We are at the Winner Clinic 2026. And here's some pictures from today. Sådan det sagde jeg til starten af, and welcome back to the racing. We are getting ready for the middle race. And just to say, like in real sailing, sometimes rogue sailors are coming into the race course. And this time a rogue sailor also come in and can ruin everything. But we just take his score out of the race. So let's see, 11 sailors ready for the race. And you can see how focused it is. It's a medal race. Everybody can win the race. Sail rank says it's double points. Losing the race, 20 points. Winning the race, 2 points.
Yeah, it's so expensive now, so it's all about coming into the finals with as low point as possible, but not sailing risky, because this is when you have to really send it. This is where we're going to see a big difference.
A huge difference. And I can say to you, the rogue sailor, he's called Mickey. He's from Ireland. He's a sailor from Ireland, the northern part of Ireland. And we know him pretty well. So he didn't know there was a private race today, but that's okay. He found a gap. So Mickey, he's a top sailor. He's going to beat them. Trust me. So that's it. 20 seconds to start. Full wind. It's Lake Neuchâtel. It's Grand Song. It's Switzerland. And normally there's not much wind on this lake, but today it's a storm.
Yeah, I mean, we can choose any conditions that we want. We see the boats lining up. Normally in heavier wind, we would be a little bit further from the line, but they're actually being pushed over because they come with so much speed from all the wind. So we have some early starts, and there's nothing to do.
Yeah, and there's a go. Tons of early starts, but who survived the start? Tons of penalties. Let's see the mess when we're coming out. It looks like Hjalmar, he managed to come in, but he had a penalty, so he dropped down. Now it's Benjamin in the lead. Actually, a good position for Benjamin.
Very good position for Benjamin right now. He's controlling. We have a boat tacking right now, but there is a time on those penalties. You have to do it as soon as possible. So we see him spinning, and Benjamin right now is controlling the left side. He can sail all the way out. He has right away, and when he wants to tack, there are no boats to stop him from doing it.
And they're going up to the top mark out there. Another penalty here for Aki. And Højland, he wants to win. That's now he needs to shine. Now he needs to teach those, sorry to say it, small youth sailors how the adults are racing. If he's winning, he's only getting 2 points.
Yeah, he's very strong in this race, and for sure right now it looked like he could cross the left side. He's still going to decide to tack to cover the right side, and hopefully he can still make it at the top mark. But remember, even if the right and the left side are coming up evenly, he has right away.
Yeah. Remember last race, we had 2.2 kts of speed upwind. Here we're hitting 3.3, 3.5. Full speed ahead for the Opti.
Yeah, it's a very good speed on the Opti, and it's for sure going to reward.
Rule 10 applies! You can just see how he's shouting out there. We are keeping an eye on him. Not happy what's happening. That's how it is. Another pressure here. Benji, early tack, took the chance. But Ferdinand, he survived. Oy! Another Rule 10. So coming to the mark, this will be very crucial. The first round will get minimum points. Rule 11 in the lead. Benjamin. Rule 11 applies. Mark Room. Isaac got that one. And you can just see how important these penalties are. They're losing that momentum.
Yeah, and it is so expensive. And we see another penalty. They're really pushing to get around this mark, because if you get around the mark, you might be in top 3, but getting that penalty and not getting around the mark, it means you're in last place.
It means the fleet is split up in 3 groups now. The leading pack, the middle pack, and the rest. And if we see in the lead, we have Benjamin. Great performance today. 2 victories, and then a bad position. And then we have Ferdinand, and then we have Mickey. That's the guy from Ireland. I said he will beat them, but that's okay.
Yeah, he's doing very well, but both the leaders, for sure, I know that they've been playing the game all of yesterday, all of today, trying to practice to this. So it makes sense that also doing really fast. Hitting the finish mark.
Højland, we told it, don't hit an obstacle. Rule 31 applies when hitting that one. And see, losing that momentum, and now he's caught in that battle with Speed in front of him. She's really also fighting well, doing everything she can. Let's have a view on the players while we're racing downwind. Good downwind, they're going to the gate. The leaders, they are by themselves. So it's the 3rd, 4th, and 5th position we're looking for. It looks like the leaders found some wind on the right-hand side of the course, coming in there, and a great mark rounding there.
And they're coming down with a lot of speed, so it's all about getting that centerboard down as we're going on the upwind and trying to find the wind. For Benjamin, he does not really care about which side is best. He just needs to stay on top of the rest of the fleet and control them all the way up, while the back of the fleet some of them are looking to the left side, trying to split up, because right now they're not in a good spot, and this medal race is so expensive that they need a miracle, and the only way they can find a miracle is by going where no one else is.
Yeah. I learned one thing by doing a lot of eSailing and also seeing commentating a lot of sailing. If you're in the lead, it's all about keeping yourself in between the boat and the mark. It's not about anything else.
Exactly. All your opponents, they just see a piece of candy that they want to get to, and you have to stand in between them. Then you're always going to get there first.
So Ferdinand is not following Benji, and Benji, he's a little bit nervous what to do. They're racing for that finish line there. This can mean everything. If he's winning this one, he's winning the regatta.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of tacks, but we do also have a lot of wind, and if you're skilled enough at doing your tacks, it's not going to be that costly.
While we're going to Højland, he was in the lead from the start. Then 1 penalty, 2 penalties, crash.
Yeah, I mean, he got the other penalty, got to the back of the fleet, and that's why we're seeing him on the left side right now. He knows that it's not good, he knows that it's bad, but it's his only hope of getting back.
And while seeing that, you can just see Benjamin all by himself coming towards that finish line. Don't hit the committee boat. Let's just have a picture on him while he's crossing, because Benjamin might be crowned winner of the Winner Clinic 2026 in eSailing. And there he crosses the finish line. And see, they're showing the biceps. The guys coming in. Second is Ferdinand. And oh, we might have some battles. It's not over yet. Let's go in game here. Third, penalty for Sandra. No. He's got, that was Mickey lucky for Sandra defending the position. And then they're losing points all the way. Speedy coming in, Hjalmar coming in, Kriller, the coach coming in, Aki and Asger coming in.
Yeah, and you can see how close these boats are finishing. They get a penalty, but it's because they're so aggressive. It's the matter of going into 4th place or last place. So they need to push for it, because either way, they lost.
Yeah, either way, they lost. So let's just see the result of the last race here today. Benjamin, full speed ahead. The slowest race today was 7 minutes and 20 seconds. The fastest, below 5 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely dominating as well. We can see here in the last race, he really put on a show.
Yeah, but he had the good start. So he had a good start and doing a good race and everything. And this Mickey guy, he's just out of the scoring board. So he came in from Ireland. But you can just see here, Benji, Ferdinand, Isaac, what was the difference from top 3? They all have an okay start, same average speed, but Benjamin sailed the shortest distance.
Yeah, I think it was a very close fleet, short upwind, because they're also moving so fast. So even though the boats are extremely close, it's just all about making the right decisions as you're moving up the course. It's the tiniest difference than put you in the front of the pack or put you all the way into the back. Because even though they sailed the same difference, we also have some speed differences at crucial moments. So even though we see the same average speeds, maybe at the top mark in the crucial decision, that's what made the breaking point, and they crossed around faster. And
we are ready with the final score. The drum wheel is on. Let's get ready to see what's coming up here. It is Sail Ranks, the scoreboard made by the community. And here it is, with the medal race coming in. Benjamin winning with 8 points, 3 victories and a 5th place. Sandra, 12 points, third, second, 4th. Ferdinand, he really coming back in the 2 last races, 1st and 2nd. And now you know your sailors. Is Benjamin normally an aggressive sailor or a tactical sailor? Or is he just a guy with no brain, no pain? Or where are we?
Benjamin is for sure a very technical sailor, very good at maneuvering the boat. So when you have a shorter course like this, moving in small situations where you have to be really quick thinking, he's very good at it. He was also in the Nordics team racing team. So making decisions when it's crucial, being fast about it, that's all he's all about. That's all what he's all about. Before we're going to the prize ceremony, you're going to help us over there. We are going to give a 1st position to Benjamin, 2nd places to Sandra from Norway, and Ferdinand in 3rd. And the prize ceremony is going to be hosted by you and Stig. He's from Winner Optimist. But before that, we will just go on a small commercial break and get ready for it. So let's do that. The future of eSailing is here, and you can be part of the game. Join our Patreon, make a monthly subscription or one-time support. Oh, it looks like a good start. We have a 4th stop, but we have a penalty to Luka Koslovic. As a supporter, you get exclusive access to updates and insights in the game development.
Oi, Stefan! No, rule 13. Together, we are sharing our love for sailing. Play eSailing. Link in the digital and the physical sport. And welcome back to the most important part of tonight, the prize ceremony of the WINNER Optimist Clinic 2026 eSailing. And I can see we have Cristiano Ronaldo with us, standing on his feet to be as tall as the rest of them. But it's okay, it's okay. Let's crown it on third place from Denmark. He's called Ferdinand, 16 points. Winning a bottle of not champagne, but soft drinks and some candy coming in. On second place, all the way from Norway, Sandra coming in with 12 points. Also there. And then we have the first position, and also the Easter egg is coming his way. His name in the game was Benji. He's called Benjamin. And we just hear the coach saying, oh, he's actually normally thinking when he's also sailing, been part of some of the teams. He's from Denmark, winning with 8 points, 3 victories in the race. So give him a big hand, a big applause out there. So then let's see if they're going to do the liquid, if they're going to shake it or what they're doing. Don't hit the cameras when you're doing it. Come on, guys, you can pop it. All the spectators going wild, not hitting the cameras. That's the only thing. And there we go. Oi, oi! It's going to be wild. It's a real final. It's eSailing. Watch out your head. Watch out everything. They are winning on the camera. It's live. We need to follow that fight here. With those beautiful fingers, we are saying goodbye from eSailing, from Play eSailing here in Faaborg. It's WINNER Optimist. Congratulations to WINNER, and thank you for all of you watching this beautiful event. If you want to play the game, you can go to Play eSailing and playing it. It's playesailing.io to find more about this beautiful event. Have a great night, great evening, great morning, great day, and thank you for watching. The future of eSailing is here, and you can be part of the game. Join our Patreon, make a monthly subscription or a one-time support. Oh, it looks like a good start. We have a 4-star, but we have a penalty to Luka Koslovic. As a supporter, you get exclusive access to updates and insights in the game development. Oi, Stefan! No, rule 13. Together, we are sharing our love for sailing.